Introducing the Props Optimizer, a completely free app to help you find the winning edge in the player prop market. Our AI-powered insights and projections will help you make better decisions and more informed bets. So check before you bet and download the free Props Optimizer app today. Available on iOS in the App Store. Hey everybody, happy Monday. Welcome to the On Deck podcast presented by LineStar, your top MLB player prop bets for today, plus home run calls of the day. Alongside me is Tyler Wiemann and I'm Shannon Sommerville. Let's get into our top player prop bets. As always, using the Props Optimizer to help us find the best value. Guys, go ahead and download that app. It's going to be awesome if you guys play in Underdog or PrizePicks or any of the. It's also a great odds shopping tool as well, and it's totally free. So go check it out. Available on iOS in the App Store today. Go download it, and let's recap Friday's show, shall we? Ketel Marte, we got a refund for this, so hopefully you guys were also able to get a refund on that entry. He got hurt after, one at-bat. He would have cashed, though, probably. Mike Trout delivered for us on over 0.5 bases with a nice home run. Matt McLean, though, was not in the starting lineup. That was such a bummer for us. And Bobby Witt Jr. over 7.5 points on fantasy, and that was 10. He finished with 10 on Underdog fantasy points. So we were 2-0 basically on the show. So hopefully you guys were able to cash in on something there. But let's get after it on this Monday. It's an interesting slate, Tyler. There's a lot of weather to be concerned about, particularly in the Midwest and Northeast. Any thoughts on today's slate?
Yeah, I mean, at least for the main slate, the weather isn't too bad outside of that Cubs game. But yeah, there's definitely a ton of stuff to watch on this slate. And if you're playing, definitely make sure you keep an eye on the weather today.
And keep an eye on, and all of our picks are available on our partner sites like Underdog, Sleeper, CHALKBOARD, ParlayPlay. And if you don't have those apps yet, download them. Key is to use the promo code LineStar so you can get a nice deposit match plus 1 free month of the LineStar app. And what we're going to do is put our two picks on an entry on Underdog. If that cashes, we will give $20 to a randomly selected commenter. So to be in it to win it, like this video, make sure you're subscribed to the LineStar YouTube channel and comment below. All right, let's get into today's picks. Tyler, what are you rolling with for your player prop bet?
I'm going to go back to Bobby Witt Jr. over 1.5 total bases. LineStar projections 2.7, consensus 2.1. This is a guy that has a 322 average and a 260 ISO versus right-handed pitchers over the last 150 games. And he's going against Simeon Woods Richards, who isn't anything that special. He has a mid-fours FIP. He's allowing a 4.33 ERA to right-handed bats. And Bobby Witt is just too good of a hitter. He's going to get over on Simeon Woods Richardson. I think what's interesting here is that Witt is 0 for 5 versus Simeon. I think that changes tonight.
Definitely. And I'm actually taking a player with a little bit higher of a batting average. And Tyler, I know you're going to be jealous of this player prop bet because I'm going with one of your San Diego Padres. Jackson Merrill is just an unbelievable player. We're going to go over on 1.5 bases. LineStar and the consensus are with us to the over here. And Merrill's been hitting 378 this season. That's the 4th highest batting average in all of baseball. And this is a lefty bat with immense power against righties. In fact, he right now has a 1345 OPS against them this season, and he'll be facing Oakland A's righty Luis Severino. Now, as a Yankees fan, I have seen Severino. There are times when he can absolutely shove it. However, last season, he did give up a 32.6% hard contact to lefty bats. And in fact, our LineStar projection for a Merrill home run is 19.5. And we might just see him in a couple of minutes when we talk about home run calls. But Merrill, I think over 1.5 bases is a good bet for tonight. And I actually have one more bonus for you, and that's going to be Arizona Diamondbacks Corbin Carroll, another player who's been on a tear to start the season. I like his over on 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, just because the D-backs can help him out in that category. They've been a great hitting team this season. But let's take a look at Carroll's LineStar projection is 2.5 for hits, runs, RBIs tonight. He's been over 6 of 10 games. A 609 ISO versus right-handed pitching. That's insane. I know it's a small sample size. That's just the start of this season. But when you consider that like average is around 140 for that stat, or if that's actually considered good for an ISO, I mean, 609, come on. He's tearing it up and going up against Baltimore righty Zach Eflin. Now, Eflin actually does very well against lefty bats. He limited them to just a 143 average last year. But my money's on Carroll because this is a top 10% hitter versus right-handed pitch or righties. Top 5% barreled balls, top 5% exit velocity over the last 2 weeks. And he's on a team that is top 5 in runs and RBI. So I like the spot for Carroll as well. So Jackson Merrill and Bobby Witt going on an entry on Underdog. So make sure to tail us there. Or just like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. It enters you into our contest. So hopefully if we go 2-0, one randomly selected commenter wins $20. So, all right, let's get to our home run calls of the day. Tyler, where are you headed for a home run on this Monday to start the week?
I'm going to go with the big dumper. We're going Cal Riley plus 300 for a bomb. LineStar has him at 18.7% chance for a home run. 74 of his 95 career home runs have been versus right-handed pitching, and Wesneski is allowing a 213 ISO to right-handed bats. So I like the spot, left-handed bats. I like the spot for the big dumper to go yard.
All right, for my pick, I'm going with the Padres bat of Jackson Merrill plus 500 for a home run today. I think that's a steal because LineStar right now projecting 19.5% chance for a home run on our Dinger Report tool. That is the third most likely to home run behind Yordan Alvarez at plus 310 and Kyle Tucker, who's at plus 430 for a home run. Yeah, I love that price tag at plus 500 for Merrill, who has 3 home runs on the year. And this is a lefty bat with a 300 ISO versus righties this season, going up against Oakland righty Luis Severino. Last season gave up a 161 home run per 9 rate to lefties. And he gave up 2 home runs last game versus the Cubs. I like Merrill to come through. Also, Athletics bullpen giving up a 133 home run per 9 rate, 10th highest in baseball. I love Merrill's spot today. And I think those Padres bats are going to be popping off today in Sacramento. Tyler, I like your Padres today. How do you feel about that?
I like them a lot. I think that park has played up real well, and Padres stacks for DFS should look good.
All right. Make sure to check out Tyler's DFS breakdown as well on our LineStar YouTube channel. Get all your DFS advice. Make sure to download that props optimizer. That can help you out tremendously if you guys are playing, whether you're playing in the sports books or on some of those pick'em sites like Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard. Go check it out today. Again, it's a totally free app that can help you. Let us know what you think when you download it and give us some feedback. We're looking for it. All right. Good luck, everybody, in all of your MLB props for today. Check out our NBA show as well. We'll see you guys next time.